we are going to work on your inner image, mamakara. That is where the first work need to be done. Cleansing, aligning, awakening, everything has to start from what you feel as you. Mamakara. Mamakara is the image you carry about you inside you. Please listen. Mamakara is the image you carry about you inside you. How many of you cognize this? And next statement I am making, it is not even the image you think you carry at the very surface level. It is not even the image you think you carry at very surface level. That is why you have very contradictory mamakara, contradictory inner image. How many of you discovered when you pen down, there is a lot of contradictory inner image you carry? That is why I tell people, you are not one person, you are a group of company functioning in one person. Your body is not one person's residence. It is an apartment complex where some 200 families are running, one office is happening, one company is running, one mall is running. It's actually multiplex. It is not residence of one person. It's a multiplex running in one body. So actual inner image, please understand. In this session, we are going to find out the actual inner image. I tell you, please listen. Come to the space of listening. The actual inner image you carry about you is a single statement. Drop all the paper, pen, everything. It's a single statement you developed, out of which you grew the tree of mamakara. But the root itself is a single statement. Listen. When you are born, you are a pure consciousness. Just pure consciousness. First time when you felt powerless in your life and imbalanced, cornered, or faced the conflict, you make a statement about you. That is your mamakara. That is the actual mamakara. All other mamakara you pen down, you wrote down, is branches and extension of that original mamakara. Please listen. The actual inner image that you have about you, deep within you, which is hidden from your conscious cognition. Usually the actual inner image you carry about you comes out only when you are in deep conflict, pushed to the extreme confrontation. Usually you make the actual actual inner image mamakara before the age of 7. Before 7 it happens. After that, through many incidences, you build different mamakaras to suit that situation. Please listen. Actual inner image is the first statement you make about you. That is the first statement you make about you. Actual inner image is the root for the subsequent inner images. The subsequent inner images are all like branches. How many of you are able to cognize what I am saying? If you are not able to cognize, please raise your hand. I will repeat once more. Yes. See, in the young age, your mom corners you for some reason, or your brother beats you. You go and hide in a room or under the dining table. You are completely powerless, shaken. At that time, you make a statement about you to you. I am weak. I am failure. You may make any statement. It will be usually in your mother tongue. It will not be in English. When you now relive, go back, you will find that statement clearly there. That is the first statement you make towards you about you. Surface level, you see, all the surface level inner images are all is branches. This is the original statement, actual mamakara, building on which your life is standing. Now, I will help you to identify that. I will guide you to identify that. I gave you one example of sister, the brother beating and all that. Sometimes you even fall. Means the extreme powerless moment. First time when you feel the extreme powerless moment, the idea you create about you is inner image. The original root pattern or the actual inner image. Getting it? You can drop the hands. Please understand, everything in your life is just to hide that actual root pattern. Everything you do is nothing but hiding that actual root pattern. Because actual root pattern is always negative, self-fulfilling. Please understand. You do not come to the consciousness when you are powerful. When you are powerful and you become consciousness, you become conscious of the world and life, you are an incarnation. But when you are powerless, only when you are powerless you become aware of you and life. This is the original sin told in the Bible. Please understand, original sin is nothing but the actual inner image you create. Usually the actual inner image you carry about you comes out only when you are in deep conflict and pushed to extreme confrontation. Please listen. It's a very important subject. This session you should not miss, because now starts the spiritual alchemy. Till the last session what I was teaching is like an introduction to my dictionary, like a foreword. It's not a main body of the book. From this session the main body of the program starts. The actual inner image you carry acts accidentally took shape in you during some incomplete moment and experience of your past. You will not be able to identify now. Now don't try to look and think back, oh, I think this is the moment. No. You may have to sit. You will have some 4-5 incidents cropping up. All the 4-5 you have to relive. One will lead to the deeper understanding. Suddenly that statement will come up. Yes, this is the statement. Please understand. Please listen. I'm giving you the example. Your uncle has beaten you one day. That was the strongest, powerless moment you ever felt in your life. Means when you relive, before the uncle started beating, after you finished crying, these two you will remember. In between there will be a black, there will be a space. How much ever you try, you will not be able to remember. You have to relive till you complete and put the bridge. Getting it? That bridge which you are not able to remember now will be the statement of actual inner image. How many of you are getting it? If you remember the powerless moment of your young age and start reliving, immediately you will remember before and after. There will be few minutes or few seconds. You will just say that it's blacked out. Exactly, I have to think. Understand what I am saying? So when you bridge that moment, you will have that actual inner image built at that moment only. Right from the time of birth, your body, mind records impressions of pain and incompletion. Each of those impressions heaped upon one another, one over the other, and then there was a point when the whole heap becomes heavy load on you. That was the moment in time the first actual inner image is built in you. Please listen. How many of you cognize? Now I can at least remember 4-5 incidents. Maybe out of these 4-5, one is the time I created my actual inner image. How many of you are able to grab? How many of you are not able to grasp? Okay, listen. You are born as a pure consciousness. First time when you become really powerless in your life, it can be any small thing. Now when you look back, it will be very small. Maybe just your brother did not give a chocolate to you and he was teasing you and you are crying for the chocolate. Maybe your sister is pulling your cloth, dragging you to school or somewhere, and you don't want to go and you are crying to leave, crying and telling her, leave me. It can be as simple as that. But that is the moment, the first time when you feel totally powerless. That is the moment your cognition about you is created. the first actual inner image about you is created by you. If you create your inner image when you are powerful, you are an incarnation. I tell you, not for any pride or any, I just straight away introduce. I am telling you the straight truth with integrity and authenticity and responsibility and enriching. I tell you, I was very clearly aware when I entered this body. I just know how I landed and how the experience was, the whole situation, and how I created me. The whole thing was completely happening in a powerful way, consciously. But unfortunately for all human beings, you create the first actual image about you when you are powerless. When you are powerless, till you get that, deep powerless moment, when you made the actual inner image and complete with that, you will not be able to feel completion with you. How much ever you try, you will not be able to feel completion with you. I tell you, once you just find that pattern and complete with it, suddenly you will see thousands of patterns are just dropping, withering away. I have seen many people, just by finding their actual inner image and completing, simply the alcohol, smoking and all drops from them. It's not that they dropped smoking. Smoking dropped them. They dropped alcohol. Alcohol dropped them. Means many patterns. It's not just smoking and alcohol. Many patterns. Some people will have the pattern of eating sweets. Some people have the pattern of certain way of talking. Many patterns just disappear. When you were born in the absolute conscious state. The state where you were whole, perfect and complete. The state of Advaita. Please understand, not because I am from Advaitic tradition, I am promoting Advaita. It is an actual fact. Advaita is the factual religion. Please understand, Advaita is the religion where there is no fiction. There is no assumptions. The moment you use the word let us assume, over, it is a fiction-based religion. There is no assumption. There is no fiction. There is no theories, this, no. Advaita is the pure fact-based religion. You were born in the absolute state. Unfortunately, when you felt powerless in the situation, the statement you made about you, the perception you made about you, the actual inner image separates you from the whole. That is when the Dvaita, duality is born. That is when the duality is born. And you got disconnected with the absolute, whole, complete self that you are innately established in. That was the moment, the birth of the individual soul, Jivatma, happens. Listen, when you were born in the absolute state. The state where you are complete Nithyananda, eternal bliss. That was the moment you are in the space of Advaita. But the moment you inserted the word about you, actual inner image, Dvaita, duality is born, and the incompletion is born, ignorance happens. From that word, the whole thing now you are holding is standing. Now, it is time we go back, relive. And one more thing, please understand. If you look back, the powerless moments you experienced before the age of 7, you may have even 5, 6. Live all the 5, 6 and do completion. It is called Swapurnatva Kriya. Sit with the mirror. The reflection in the mirror is the incomplete part, the other part, the broken part of you. Bring that past moment to present. Live it now. Feel the same heartbeat, the pulse rate, blood pressure you had at that moment. Feel the same sweating you had at that moment. Feel the same adrenaline effect you had at that moment. Please listen. Bring the same blood pressure, adrenaline moment, the experience of sweating. Bring that past to the present moment and complete by reliving that whole incident. If it is 4, 5, live all the 4, 5 till you bridge the gap. You understand what I am saying? There should not be even 2, 3 seconds where you are not able to remember what happened. See, whenever you relive, you will always have a problem. You will remember the first 3 minutes and last 3 minutes, but there will be half a minute gap, 20-second gap. How many of you understand what I am saying? No gap is allowed. You should be able to thoroughly see the whole thing. You should be able to thoroughly relive the whole thing. Till then, relive, relive, relive. Look into your life and identify situations in your life when you experience being powerless and experience low energy emotions such as fear, pain, guilt, anger, etc. One good news you have is lust can never be root pattern. That is why you can transform it. Lust happens after you physically get matured, or you are ready to physically get matured, means after 7. But always the root pattern happens before 7. It can only be fear, guilt, anger, trauma, agony, pain, only those things. Choose any one situation. See, when you look back before 7, you may remember 4, 5. Choose any one and start literally reliving. You should smell that time. Sit in front of the mirror. Relive. 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 Some of you may not be able to recollect your childhood. How many of you feel before 7 you don't remember any incident? Then, before 14, remember. Whatever you remember, start reliving, you will be able to trace back. You will be able to go back. See, 0 to 7, one segment. 7 to 14, one segment. 14 to 21, one segment. If you can't remember anything 0 to 7, remember 7 to 14. Anybody says even 7 to 14 I can't remember anything? No, that cannot be. That cannot be. So, above 21, till now the whole thing is one segment. Above 21, whether you live 75 years or 100 years, it's one segment. Because after 21 you don't learn anything. Your life is over actually. After 21. After 21, there's no such thing as conscious growth. Only when you sit with master, the possibility for conscious growth. On your own, no growth is possible after 21. 21 is your death age. Over. On your own, you can't grow. Because literally everything is sealed. All roads are over. So now, surely you will be able to catch between 7 to 14. Start reliving. How many are able to remember even 0 to 7? Please raise your hand. You all start with that 0 to 7. It can be anything. It can be anything. Anything. Sometimes physical abusal, sometimes sexual abusal, sometimes mental abusal. It can be anything. When you relive the situation in total integrity and authenticity, the actual inner image you carry about you, which is hidden from you, your view till now, will be suddenly revealed, will be suddenly exposed and revealed to you. Usually that word will be, I am a failure, I am powerless, I am useless, my life is suffering, I am waste. Usually it will be self-negative. Usually it will be self-negative. It will be always in your mother tongue. Understand? If you are getting in the languages you learnt, then it is not, it will only be in your mother tongue. At one point of this Swapurnatva Kriya, completion process, you will just be able to stare at your actual inner image. It will stand naked in front of you. It will only be a statement. It will be a statement you made about you. As soon as you identify it, write it down in your notebook. One more thing. If you are working, if you are reliving 4 or 5 incidents, if you are completing 4 or 5 incidents, in every incident, if you get a statement about you, pen down. Finally you will see the root incident reveals you the exact inner image you carry. The earliest incident only will have the exact inner image. And one more thing, all the other inner image you created in other incidents also will be directly connected to the root, actual inner image. From the banyan root, mango tree cannot grow. Understand? If you touch the mango tree branch, you will get the mango tree root. If you touch the banyan tree branch and go deeper, you will get only the banyan root. So even if you get the 4 or 5 inner image, dig deeply, you will find the actual root, actual image you carry. So your surface level inner images are all conflicting patterns that you are carrying from your past, incompletions which restrict and limit your life. They are born out of actual root inner image. So please understand, sit, make a conscious resolution with integrity and authenticity. Make this declaration. Now I am complete being. I am going to complete. I declare Now I am complete. I will find the source of incompletion and complete it. I am causing completion to me. All of you understand? Can you just raise your hand and declare? I'll utter the words, you repeat. With integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, I am declaring, I am complete with my life. I declare, I am embodiment of completion. I will look in and complete all the possible incompletions. And I will find my actual inner image. Yes. Now please pick up the mirror, and with my integrity, authenticity, and responsibility in enriching, I bless you all. You will all find it. Find the actual inner image and complete with it. Now, please take the mirror. The person who you are seeing in the mirror is the incomplete half of you. Now, with that incomplete half, means when you created that actual inner image, that child, frightened child, who got divided, who got separated from the Advaitic consciousness, that part is there in the mirror, facing the mirror. And you are seeing the incomplete you on the other side. First, bring the incident you are going to relive to your being, to your consciousness now. Bring the past to the present. Relive. Please let your eyes be completely centered on the mirror. Relive the past. Bring the past to the present. Connect with the person in the mirror. Look directly into the eyes of the person in the mirror. See that incomplete child, the incomplete half of you in that mirror. Go back to the earliest memory of when you felt the powerlessness. Relive it. Relive. Relive every moment, literally.